Hello, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Ellie Pai Hong. Hot off the presses, a brand new book that promotes inclusion and diversity and hope for the future for children, for all children. We have with us a co-author and illustrator of that book. His name is Rich Green, also working with the Chicago Lighthouse. The name of that book is called Chicago Treasure. And I mean, the cover itself is beautiful, Rich.
Well, I thank you, and thank you for having me
today.
Thank
you for coming in. Appreciate your time. This is a hardcover, thick book. It's a photography illustration book, right? And a storybook, all put in one.
Correct. A little bit of all in one, a little bit unique. There's over 150 images and 168 pages throughout the book. And it's broken up into a few different sections. One, I should say it starts out with all children from all around Chicago inside of illustrations, inside of other photos, inside of famous artwork. And so the idea behind the book was originated from author Larry Broutman, and he contacted me because I did illustration work, and that's where all the illustration section came into play. And Larry's on the board at the Chicago Lighthouse, so in all of his engagement with the Lighthouse, several of the children featured in the book are from the preschool programs that they offer there, and then children all around Chicagoland area. So it's been a really fun project to work on. Over the past like 3.5 years, we kind of worked on this together.
Yeah, and just to let folks know, the Chicago Lighthouse is a wonderful nonprofit agency that helps people with all disabilities lead independent lives. From a very young age, preschool through adulthood, so they do
Correct.
Great work there. And to see them included in this book, you don't really call it out, make it obvious, but it's just part of the book.
Correct, and that was one of the things early on when Larry was working with the Lighthouse Group and also Access Living, because all the proceeds from the book are being donated to both of those charities. They had pointed out that include kids of all abilities, but just don't make it a point to point them out. Mm-hmm. Have them doing the same things excuse me, have them doing the same things that all the other children are able to do. And so that was one of the things that I think that was the most special. And then to get a chance to actually have met the kids and the parents and how much impact it's had on their lives, but also people who are reading the book are picking up on this fact that it's really making it seem so comfortable and natural for kids to be anything that they want to be, regardless of what challenges they may face.
That's wonderful. There's some wonderful little vignettes in this book. Share with me one of them that touches you.
There is a young girl in the book who, named Maritza, and she stars as our Cinderella, and she is in a wheelchair, and we make we don't hide that in any way. We celebrate that fact. And she just has a smile that steals the show in that scene, and you can tell that it feels as if she's really getting the glass slipper put on her foot in that moment. And to this day, that's probably one of the ones that I remember the most about working on because of how much she shines. And so just a wonderful young lady.
Yeah, I know you've done other children's books that preach kindness and empathy. Why is it so important to do things like this?
I think that there's several reasons. One is that we're seeing such an increase with children being bullied in school and all kinds of other challenges that they're facing at school, at home, whatever. And so when you get a chance to let them feel like, anything is possible, that you're accepted, that everyone can be included. The preschool programs at the Lighthouse combine a blended atmosphere of visually able children and visually disabled children, so that at that very young age, they're already starting to learn empathy and to help nurture. So when they go off into other school programs, they're ready to go.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much what the message is about.
Pretty good reason, pretty good message.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rich. For more information on how to get your hands on this book and more information on the organization, head to the website chicagolighthouse.org. Rich, thanks so much for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Again, my newsmaker for this hour has been Rich Green, co-author and illustrator of the Chicago Treasure. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Newsmakers.